So this is the John Levine article that Twitter keeps banning or suspending or whatever the hell Twitter does to when you violate their socialistic ideals, if you will, about Carlos Maza. Now, Carlos Maza did exactly the same thing to this guy right here. We all know who he is, James Carville. So he called him out for living in the lap of luxury.
How dare you?
But wait. John Levine finds out something interesting about Mr. Maza here. YouTube socialist Carlos Maza slams a wealthy but lived in luxury.
You have stolen my dreams.
Oh, how about that? Carlos Maza doesn't like rich people. Really? Huh. Who would have thunk that? But wait, it gets better. The social media socialist with more than 150,000 followers on Twitter and YouTube combined regularly uses platforms to rail against the wealthy and powerful and urges fans to be skeptical of their opinions. Now, I agree with this sentiment right here. Be skeptical of people who've got a lot of money, of their opinions. You should research them, go over them, and see if you really believe it, or you just believe it just because they're wealthy. Let's continue. Just found out James Carville, who spends his time lecturing Democrats for being too far left, lives in an absolute obscene 4-story mansion. Huh? Maza said in one such example from February. But Twitter kept that tweet up, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Blasting a long-time Democrat strategist and posting a photo of him, Carville's old home, to his Twitter account. Dear God, can we stop taking political advice from ultra-wealthy, he moaned, or bemoaned. You really have to respect this guy's grift. Really, Carlos? What about your grift? Your grift. Your grift, you piece of shit. Constantly dressing in normal clothes on TV to feign relatability while living like this. Masterful con artist. Really, that's interesting. Like one Carlos Maza, who's a con artist. We should treat, this is what he says, gay people the same way we treat straight people, eating them when they get too rich, he said in another post. So he's promoting violence against people who have money. So that would mean you would be acting on violence against yourself? Continuing on. Like any good socialist, Maza raises money for insurance presents through a Patreon account where comrades, how about that, a word he uses to describe his supporters, can fund him in increments of $2, $5, and $10 a month. That's what I think about you, Mr. Maza. But if Maza wants to start eating the rich, he may have to begin with his own family. And here's the offending tweets that he did, pointing out where they live against Twitter's terms of service. But apparently, if you're gay and a socialist or a communist, if you will, that's okay in Twitter's eyes. You listen to me, Jack Dorsey, you piece of shit. Continuing on here. Though his clan, or through his clan, the Millennial Firebrand is connected to multiple Florida mega mansions. Oh no! A $7.1 million pad in Upper West Side purchased under an LLC. Wonder why. I know why. And a yacht by luxury boat maker Donzi. Maza's mother, Vivian Maza, was one of the first employees at Ultimate Software, a Florida-based behemoth now employs more than 5,000 people. Starting in 1990, as an office manager, she ultimately rose to become a group's Chief People Officer, CPO, in 2004. In addition to her day job, Mrs. Maza also developed a very close personal relationship with company founder Scott Shearer. So close, wait for it, that an independent assessment of the company in 2016 cited the relationship as a corporate governance concern. The report said the pair were believed to be more than just coworkers. And they were. And have a familial relationship. The two later became engaged, and the couple has lived together in sin for years, with Cher being a de facto stepfather to Carlos. Public records show Vivian, Scott, and Carlos and sister Isabel all registered to vote at a 5-bedroom, 8-bathroom waterfront palace in Boca Raton, Florida. The property sold in 2018 for $10.8 million, according to Zillow. Cher also unloaded a 4-bedroom, 4-bath home in Weston, Florida for $1.85 million in 2015. Now, I've lived in Florida around these places. I live near Weston, and I went to school in Boca Raton for a master's. So it's really expensive to get a kind of sort of like a cabin or a cottage there, if you will, for anything less than $1 million. You can, not really. But that makes it interesting that old Carlos is talking about how everybody who's rich should be eaten and their money taken away and redistributed. Interesting. Redistributed. What about your moms and your stepfathers? I guess, maybe, I don't know if you're stepfather yet, technically. What about their money? Shouldn't they give that money up? You see, unlike you, Carlos Maza, you douchebag. The thing is that I don't think I'm entitled to any of your parents' money. Not at all. I'm not. Why? Because it's not mine. That's why. However, the minute you infringe on James Carville, if you will, or me, saying I should give up more of my money for the people, I say, you. How about that, Carlos? Moving along. Vivian currently resides in a full-time in a $4.4 million 2-bedroom 3 luxury bath condo in Fort Lauderdale. The pattern here is South Florida, which she lists her primary residence, according to a 2020 report filed by LCH 23 LLC, which she controls. Interessante. The same LLC purchased a $7.125 million condo on their Upper West Side of Manhattan in November of 2017. Why do you need all these homes, Mrs. Maza? Hey, Carlos, you should tell your mom to give it up because she doesn't deserve all that. That's what you say if you're being consistent. Anywho, while serving as CEO of Ultimate Software, Cher was one of the most handsomely compensated CEOs in the country. Do tell. In 2015, he took home $38.3 million, CBS News reported. In 2008, Cher's total stock and options were valued at $17.8 million, with shares at the time selling for $35 apiece. In 2019, the company sold for $11 billion.
How dare you?
With stock going for $331.50.
How dare you?
Almost certainly making Cher and his family 9-figure millionaires.
How dare you?
If not billionaires.
How dare you?
What say you, Carlos? It's not clear how much Vivian and Cher actively support Maz's lifestyle.
Bruh.
I guarantee you, it's a lot. But evidence suggests the family has been happy to pitch in to help spread his socialist message.
With your empty words?
Imagine that. Rich socialites spending money to take money from other people and give it to other people, but not their money. No.
Oh, yeah.
Both Cher and Vivian are listed as comrades at the end of Carlos's most recent YouTube video.
You have stolen my dreams.
And the younger Maza himself admitted in an interview with Mel magazine that his family was there to financially back him if needed it. Imagine that. I am lost for words here. Viv and Scott also pitched in on the rent for Carlos's chic East Village pad just across from Tompkins Square Park. Friends tell the Post. Rents for 1 bedrooms Carlos cost upward of $3,000. $1,000 a month. That's a lot of cabbage. Quoting here from somebody, Carville, I think Carville here. I think a lot of people are unhappy. I'm sure this guy is just craving some attention, Carville told the Post. I don't have $1 billion, but whatever I have, my daddy didn't give me. I think I inherited like $11,000. Even if he inherited $1 million, that's Carville's business, not yours, Carlos. Anyways, Maza did not respond to multiple inquiries from the Post. Of course not. But in a statement posted to Twitter in advance of publication, the vocalist fessed up to the silver spoons because he had to. Quoting here from Senor Maza, my mom and her fiancé are very wealthy thanks to a software company they started together when I was a kid.
How dare you?
Probably by ill-gotten means. As a result, I've gotten to live a life of tremendous privilege, which you didn't really state before, but now you have to state, you frickin' a-hole. Maza acknowledged he had always had a safety net should his career as a YouTube star go south, but instead that nobody is bankrolling his efforts, and that his mother only donates $10 a month. Let's go back up here to this. It's not clear how much Vivian Shear actively supports Maza's lifestyle, but evidence suggests the family has been happy to pitch in to help to spread his socialist message. Carlos Maza, you're a frickin' liar. Actually, honestly, you're a piece of socialist. And you know what? I have nothing else to say. The evidence here is enough to say that you're a piece of crap and you're a goddamn hypocrite.